Hello, everyone. Let me start by saying that on my previous video, someone made another lazy comment about me being mentally ill, and so I'll just say I'm removing all those comments immediately. They're lazy answers intellectually, right? I espouse my opinions on here because I am incapable of filing the suits that I need to resolve them legally, to resolve them palpably. So, right? You don't want to ask the Tribeca Film Festival why they haven't released the conversation between Robert De Niro and Quentin Tarantino at De NiroCon at the screening of Jackie Brown, right? You don't want to ask his agent, Mike Simpson, what he has to say about Brian Jennings, right? So in the first instance, Quentin is a psychic sadist, and he set that whole event up as a perverse initiation to give me the job as the movie critic, and I burned him. I humiliated him. Because he turned his back on me, and I said, you don't exercise your fucking clairvoyance on my mind anymore. That's the point. Right? Where's the footage? Where's the footage? He has a conversation with Robert De Niro on De Niro's 80th birthday at De NiroCon, and they don't release that conversation? Oh, wait. He's a horse's ass, and I let him know. Right? That I'm not here to fucking eat your psychic ass. Right? And so with regards to the second option, reaching out to his agent, reaching out to Wasserman Group, Sydney Sweeney's agent, reaching out to UTA, Mikey Madison's agent, right? They're going to all refer you to their legal counsel, and that should tell you everything you need to know. That's the point. No bullshit. No bullshit. Right? It's on the internet. Boom, the fucking, the dispatch line for WME. You just call them. You call them, leave a voicemail. Ask about Brian Jennings. Right? My point is that they're never going to reply. And if they do, right? And just so that we're all on an even keel here, right? Their house counsel, her name is Courtney Braun. That's her name. I have notified the Attorney General that she should be disbarred. Yes. Right? So for all of you that think that this is like some sort of like delusional like ranting, like no, I'm going off unilaterally. And so I'm either insane and they can refute my claims and say there's no validity because they're so goddamn serious that they, right, compel someone to reply, right? Either I'm insane and Quentin and Brad Pitt aren't serial rapists, and so they have no problems refuting my claims. Sydney Sweeney, Mikey Madison, Daniela Pick, one other woman, have no problems coming to me, looking me in the eye, and saying Quentin's not a sadistic asshole and we don't want to be with you. Or I'm right. And he's so sadistic and evil, he has convinced everyone around him, including the top legal counsel for the agency that represents him, that he has the right to compel these women to stay against their will, as well as torture me, because it is of such a rarefied degree that the law does not technically address it yet. And so what he failed to appreciate is that my mind is so goddamn wide that I can argue it legally. That's the point. And so I just wrote every law professor at the University of Alabama. If you recall, I live in Florence, Alabama, which is near the Mississippi border. Right? So my point is this. That I'm not saying, oh, Donald Trump's at Epstein Island and have fucking like tinfoil over my hat. That's what my therapist brought up. He keeps bringing up Epstein Island. It's like, we're not talking about fucking Epstein Island. We're talking about sovereign U.S. soil. Right? First degree rape. Los Angeles, city of lost angels. Right? So, right, it's just time to, right, it's time to show me what time it is. That's the point. So, if there's no validity to my claims, then they don't have any problems doing a press conference. They don't have any problems telling the truth. They don't have any problems letting me see those women without a fucking lawsuit, because that's a felony. That's the point. All right, so we're out here in this sort of novel, kind of legal territory where I can make these very palpable, strong scientific arguments for why the state of California has to shut down its film industry forever. Right? Because it can be proven legally that since they allocated a $20 million tax credit to the continuing adventures of Cliff Booth, where 6 first-degree rapes occurred, no actor or actress can ever reasonably expect to feel physically or psychologically safe on any set shot in the state of California forever. Yes, that's the point. palpable legal argument. But only if it's true, right? Oh, it's all in your head. Right? So, I don't want to go on and on. Never does me any good. Brad Pitt is a serial rapist. Quentin Tarantino holds 4 women illegally against their will. Quentin Tarantino is a serial rapist. He's raped those 4 women 1,000 fucking times each since June of 2024 to now. He exacts a sadistic psychic torture upon them that the law is only now beginning to address. It is in no way legal to treat people this way, and I intend to canonize new law thereby. See what's good in your life. God bless.